pumpkin.
Shazam!
All right, what is going on, everybody? What is going on? And welcome to this week's episode 148 of the STS Guys. I am Jeremy.
Hey, it's Larry.
Hey guys, it's Nate.
And I'm Scott.
And this week's special guest, all the way from Talkin' Pops. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Mike from Talkin' Pops. How's it going?
What's up, Mike?
Yes.
Hey, it's our favorite special guest. You've
Right.
been on. You've been a special guest more than anyone else on any other. I don't know what I'm going with. You're here more than anybody else.
Only slightly
yeah.
more. Only slightly more than Clint, though.
Yeah, only slightly more.
How many
You got
times has
Clint
Clint been on?
Twice.
I think he's at 2 and you're at 3 now. So.
I'm pretty sure I'm at 4.
Or you're at 4. Yeah, you are at 4. So yeah.
Ooh. Yeah,
So you got you do have a good commanding lead.
Because
in
it's
guest
every
spots.
every time a new seasons of The Boys comes out,
Yeah.
and every time Josh is on vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
I think that happened
And
last
this-
time too.
And this is a double. He is on vacation, and the new season of The Boys came out.
Right.
Yeah.
Twofer.
It's double Dutch.
Yeah, the twofer. So, Jeremy, I have to ask, though, because I'm going to go back. Did you just, kind of forget that we were live a second ago when you're like, oh, hey, everybody.
I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Literally,
Oh, we're
I've lost-
live.
I've lost track of all time and space. I don't even know where we're at anymore.
It's okay.
I did fire noise, and then Jeremy came back, and Jeremy, deer in the headlights, looked for a second what do I do? I was like, oh, God, this is not going to be good.
So Jeremy might be confused, but I do know one thing. It's been a week.
It's been a week.
It has definitely been a week.
It has been a week.
Been a week.
You know what? Real quick, shout out to, oh my God, I'm going to miss it. There we go. Shout out to Geek Together, because there's a Geek Together raid on Twitch. So thank you guys. Thank you, Geek Together. If you didn't know, Geek Together records their podcast live on Twitch on Saturday nights right before us at 7 a.m. Pacific time. And
7
they just
a.m.?
rated us
Yeah.
on Twitch.
PM.
7 p.m.
What is going on? How am I the most put together one of all of us?
This group is
7 a.m.
synced today.
I don't know, 7 p.m. It's, I don't know, Pacific. I'm Central Time now. I don't know. But anyway, shout out to the chat. We got Gary. We got Vanzer Toys Chris. I see Kelly, Manny. Christina's in there. Big Force Nate. What's up, Nate? Mocking Lazarus.
You gotta
I
be
think I
careful
missed
with that name. Jeez.
I think I missed a couple people, but thank you guys. Thank you again, Geek Together, for sending people our way.
We appreciate you.
Very much, yeah.
We
So-
appreciate you.
It's been a week. Anybody have any it's been a week stories?
I do.
All right, Jeremy.
Go
Jeremy,
for
let's
it.
go
What do
ahead.
you got?
All right, so I said if you guys follow me on the old Instagram, I said I added something to my story on Thursday. I said I went to the movie theater for the first time since this whole Corona hit.
How long has it been since you've been to the theater, Jeremy?
6 months, since March, right?
It's probably about the same for me. I mean, I don't know.
I can't even remember what I saw,
Oh.
but yeah, it was March-ish.
I think the last movie I saw in the movie theater was Sonic. Right? And the only
That's a
reason
good
I know
one.
that, the only reason I remember is because the movie theater by our old house, they it was frozen in time, right? All the movie posters from when the movie theater closed were still hanging up outside. And every time I drove past that movie theater, I saw that Sonic poster. I'm like, oh my God, it's been that long since the movie theater's been open.
I think
Sonic.
the last one I saw was the Impractical Jokers movie in
Oh, nice.
Seattle during canceled Emerald City Comic Con.
That is the last movie I saw in the theater was the Impractical Jokers movie.
I mean, it was pretty good. If I knew it was going to be the last movie I was going to see in the theaters for 6 months, I would have saw something else.
But
So
anyway,
that's the question. What movie? Okay, let's go to this. What movie though would be the movie?
Sonic. If I
just
saw Sonic,
Yeah, Sonic was good.
you're like,
yeah, Sonic was really good.
and I can't go to the movies for another 6 months. What do I do?
Wait, of any of all times, or just what was available 6 months ago?
Let's do what I don't even know what the fuck was available 6 months ago. So let's just say in the last year. 'Cause,
have to be like Sonic. I think Sonic
Yeah.
was
I'm okay
Sonic
with Sonic.
was good.
Right? Yeah, you could pick a Marvel movie or something, but that's too easy.
Has there been a Marvel
Sonic.
movie in the last year?
No.
Yeah. Yes. No.
Oh, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, right?
Spider-Man. Yeah.
That was
Last
Sonic
year in
Spider-Man.
September. Like it's like I said, it's over.
Yeah, it's
That's
we're
within
we're
good.
cutting that one close. But yeah, if Spider-Man doesn't count, then yeah, I didn't actually see because I waited to be a jackass and torrent Sonic. Sonic would have been a good one to go see, though.
Yeah.
No. So
Yeah. What'd you see, man?
So it was, like I said, it was weird. Right? So let me explain like I said, before I told you what I saw. Like honestly, it's not that hard to guess what I saw, just because. Oh yeah, there's nothing else out in the theater.
We have what 3 options? So
Really, only 2.
Yeah, I can only think of 2.
Yeah, I can only think of 2 things.
How'd it go? How'd it go, man?
But anyways, like I said, it's weird, right? So there's 2 movie theaters that are relatively close to me, right? So there's one that's like right down the way, and there's one just like maybe like 5 minutes further down the road. And so I opted to go to the one that's 5 minutes further, just because it has a bigger theater. For those of you who are familiar with Cinemark, it's the XD theater, so it's actually the bigger sound. Like so, they actually have some of the motion chairs too. So it's actually a pretty cool. It's actually a pretty cool theater. So go drive to the parking lot. Well, first and foremost, I'm like, did I misread the site? I'm like, is this still closed? Because there's no cars in the parking lot at all. So I'm like, okay, this is weird. So I'm like, okay, so
And
we lost
Frozen.
Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Oh,
He's back. It's not me.
Back again.
Yeah. So I said, check the site again, make sure it's open. Yeah, it's open. So we go in. I said me and my buddy Roy, and then you walk in, and then they like corral you. Like I said, it looks like you're going to getting like your last rites, just because like I said, they have like these like tubes of plastic that you walk down. You go to the little ticket taker counter, and then they have their shields up, and then they're taking your temperature, and then they say like, hey, you know what? They don't want to touch your phone because it might have the Rona on it. So then they scan your ticket. I'm like, okay, this is weird. So then you go into like another corral area. So if you want to get anything from like the said snack bar or the bar. And so of course I'm like, I go up, I'm like, you know what? I just want beers. And so I'm like, I go up to the bar. I'm like, hey, give me some beers. So get our beers, go in. And so the movie we're seeing is Tenet. So like I said, it's
Nice.
there was like I said, I wanted to see a decent movie. I said my first theater experience back. So I'm like, you know what? Let me see some Christopher Nolan. Like he hyped this movie up a ton. He didn't want to release it on like video on demand. So I went and saw Tenet. Like I said, it was a pretty good movie. However, like I said, I think the 2 different weird things. One, in this maybe 200 person theater, maybe it's probably bigger than that. It's like the XD seats with the recliners and moving seats and things like that. But there's probably 200 seats in there. Like I said, it's the biggest theater that's actually around the area that we're in. It was me and like I said, 5 other people, for a total of 6 people altogether in this theater.
Jeez.
It was the weirdest experience ever. Like it was pretty cool, just because I said you get to just like chill back and kick back, beers and watch a movie. It actually felt kind of normal. But what was weird is that I was seeing all the previews, so they haven't adjusted the previews for the new release dates of movies. So like, oh yeah, coming August 28th, and then it's like coming September 4th. And like all these other different movies that are like have supposed to come out, they haven't adjusted the trailers at all, so it's still all the old trailers. So we saw the new trailer for Black Widow, saw a trailer for probably a movie that got me, like I said, more excited because it felt like normal going to the theater again. Was this movie called Greenland?
A disaster movie. Jeremy sent me this.
Yeah. So have you guys seen the trailer to this?
No.
No.
Highly recommend after the podcast, for the podcast listeners out there, go look at the movie trailer Greenland. It's got Gerard Butler in it, and good God, that dude's gotten old.
Yeah,
that dude looks old as fuck. Like he looks like he got torn up. But basically, imagine if you mixed Armageddon and Deep Impact together and then modernized them.
Yeah,
Those were the same movie anyway.
and threw a little of that 2012 movie in there.
Yeah, you threw a little 2012 in there, like.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's bringing back the disaster movie. Like,
I'm a big fan of the world cataclysmic event movie.
Oh, I
Like,
love
look,
going through it,
world's
right?
gonna just get destroyed, and there's nothing you can do. Like, and just follow the people around.
Honestly, the only thing that would make a topper for me is bring back Morgan Freeman as president. Hands down, I'm like, I'd go back to the theater and see it again.
Okay, here's a question for you guys: has Morgan Freeman ever been president in a movie where shit didn't go terribly wrong?
I don't think so.
No.
Nothing comes to mind.
I think every time they're like, we're going to have Morgan Freeman as a president, you're like, all right, terrorists are going to show up, or there's going to be
I immediately think
a
of
world
Ben Affleck
disaster.
one based
Yeah.
on the Tom Clancy book. What is that called? But it
Some
was
of
all
Fears.
just, yeah, there's definitely like a nuclear strike in that movie.
Yeah, shit goes wrong.
Yeah.
Like, as far as I can remember, if Morgan Freeman's president in your movie, and you're
Olympus
the
is fallen,
movie,
Angel is fallen.
yeah, you're fucked. Like,
Yeah.
So, Jeremy, you went to the theater. There's only 6 people there. Like, I wonder if like these movie theaters are a little bit surprised that there aren't so many people coming out, or is that to be expected? You know, why would you open back up if
I don't know, like, because I said we're in Texas, right? So about like
Wait.
the whole like mask mandate and stuff. Like honestly, you could, like I said, and Larry's been to a Buc-ee's a couple times. The mask, people don't give a fuck about the mask. I said in Buc-ee's.
No.
I said the Buc-ee's is packed. Like
Yeah.
so, I said there's a whole bunch of people in there. They don't give a shit about no masks, no nothing. Like so they're just going in there and going out their way. So I was actually expecting way more people at the movie theater than what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
it's really sad that there's more people at a gas station at any
Oh,
given
yeah.
time than what was in the movie theater. But Jeremy, real quick, did you say Texas?
Texas.
So-
Next.
I was hoping you'd pick up on
Nice.
that. No, so I think that this is the only thing I have to complain about is it's the common complaint on the internet is you cannot understand a word of Tenet. Like so just because of the music over it, like so the voiceovers are really hard to hear. So I picked up maybe about half of what they were saying.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
Now, what's the big twist in that movie?
Oh, I can't.
Just say it. Just say what it is. Do it.
Don't do it.
No.
Just
Do it. Nobody's
Come on.
going to theaters. What is it?
No, just for Nate alone, just because I know Nate will see this.
Nate will
movie.
cry. We don't want to make Nate cry.
They will cry.
Mike, why do you want to do this to me, man?
Yeah.
I
What,
mean,
why
I'm
did
like
why?
a chaotic neutral guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're acting like Nate's Josh, you know.
Yeah. Like, that's
I'll
real.
ruin anything Josh loves.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z, Harry Potter.
Ruin it.
That's pretty much it. That's all he likes.
Let's knock these things down a peg here.
It sounds like
yeah.
we might have to wait for the captions, at home for time.
Yeah, like it's definitely a movie. Like I said, here's the thing. It's definitely a very Nolan-esque movie. It's very like puzzly type of movie. I said that's not giving anything away because that's the way Nolan does his movies, right?
Yeah.
I at one point in time though, like I was waiting for I'm like, hey, when's Leonardo DiCaprio coming out? I said like Inception style with a little top. Because like I said, it had that similar vibe to it. I'm like, okay. When I said, when are they coming out? Like I said, just because there's a lot of the similar characters that are from Inception that cross over. As I said, into this movie. They're not. I don't know if they're the same characters or not. I don't think so. But the same actors, anyways.
Because he
that are
uses the
picked
same
from-
8 people in every movie.
Yeah, exactly. So like,
He's like, it is not a Christopher Nolan movie. Is Michael Caine in it?
This
Michael
one has
Caine is in it.
If you got Michael Caine, yeah,
That's
like
like
he's
cool.
yeah.
This is what's weird. So Michael Caine has top billing, like I said on the poster. He's in the movie for literally 30 seconds.
Oh wow.
He loves
Maybe instead of paying him, they just put him up there higher.
Yeah.
He just showed up for a day, and they're
Maybe,
like, you know what? Just put me high up on the thing.
It's just
That's
to get
all
his
I
name
need.
on the poster. People are like, "Oh shit, Michael Caine."
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Michael Caine. Like holy
Michael-
shit, it's Michael Caine. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's in the movie for like literally 30 seconds.
You got Pattinson too, the new Batman, right?
Dude, okay, so when you watch this movie, it almost like pisses you off just because like they could have gone for that look for Bruce Wayne instead of the emo look. You're like, why didn't he just like keep the same look from Tenet as Bruce Wayne? Because guess what? In Tenet, he looks like Bruce Wayne.
Interesting. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I mean,
anyways,
I was excited to see Tenet. So give us your score.
it's probably 3.5. Like I said, it's I said it's
Out of 10?
Out of no, like I said,
Out
excluding
of a
the Batman
million?
movies,
Yeah.
excluding the
So
Batman,
bad.
like the Batman movies, which I consider a whole separate genre of Nolan movies. Like I said, Inception's still number one. Followed by Memento, probably followed by this movie.
I was wondering if this was going to feel like a Memento because it looks like kind of a thing where they're looking back in time a lot, and that's kind of how Memento was.
Yeah, it's a very puzzly driven movie. So it's one of those movies that where like I actually probably want to go see it again just so I can like I said pay attention a little bit more now that I know what I know.
Okay.
Just because like I said, there's a lot of different key things that you have to pay attention to. But it's good. Highly recommend seeing it if you're comfortable going to the theater.
3.5 out of 5. But Jeremy, you're not the only one that went and saw a movie, right, Mike?
I saw New Mutants, and I really wish I didn't.
Oh, no.
Womp womp womp.
After something that's been delayed for so long, you're just so hopeful. Like, please be good.
And I was
Yeah, no,
saying
it
before, like, I mean, I was really hopeful for the movie, but after 2 reshoots that they went through for the thing, like, could it even end up being good?
I would have loved even a cameo. I mean, spoiler alert, there's no cameos. There's nobody other than who's in the movie.
Interesting.
It's bonkers.
Yeah.
So you have no like Xavier showing up at the end being like, I have a school.
No, there's the 4 or 5 main kids and 2 other people, and that's the whole cast. It
it's
is
like no-
crazy.
There's no world building there. It's almost like just, hey, we're telling you pretty much this is its own self-contained thing.
There is clips from like Logan in it, but other than that, nothing.
Wait,
I don't want to get too far into it, but that's
how does Logan play into
Yeah,
this?
now I'm
now you have me
more
curious.
intrigued.
okay. Are you guys gonna see it?
Eventually, but I
Eventually.
don't think anyone's going to really care about it.
Spoiler
So,
alert, everyone.
spoiler alert.
Here, wait, just a sec. Here.
Manny's really wanting to get into the boys too.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody ready?
Yes.
You remember in Logan where they had like the hospital with all the kids in it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
teaching them how to be bad mutants?
Yeah.
This is where they go before they go there.
Okay.
Okay.
That makes sense. Yeah, that's cool.
They hint to it in the trailer. I think they it's known. It's they just go, oh well, we're not getting trained for the X-Men. We're getting trained for the Bad Boys.
Like
The Brotherhood of Mutants or whatever.
Yeah, whatever the bad guys are.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think this movie though, like it's just like I think the reason why I didn't really even have a desire to see this movie is just because I know it's a throwaway. Like I said, nothing is ever going to come of this. Like,
There's no bad guy.
Yeah.
That's weird.
There's no
too.
villain.
There's
I
no
thought
like,
there was
central character.
No. So
The
like, and that's
bear. What about that bear guy?
There's no villain. I'm just saying, there's no villain.
and that's where the movie falls. Like, if there's no antagonist, like, who gives a shit? Like, what are you fighting? Oh, we gotta self-reflect. That's not a movie.
That's the whole thing. It's there. Yeah, there's no. I don't even want to.
Lame. All right.
Oh,
To not see a movie for 6 months in theaters and then go see that hunk of shit.
Oof. It makes you like not want to go back, right? You're like,
Yeah,
I can stay at
I'm
home.
going back, but I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So you did that. You did that on your trip to Louisiana. I
yeah,
believe
down
you,
in the bayou.
I believe you also drove way out of your way to eat some. Was it Whataburger?
I drove an hour to get Whataburger.
Ah.
I ordered so much that they made me pull over and wait.
Nice.
Which is something you got to do when you only get it once every couple of years, right?
Oh,
So,
yeah, yeah.
But to be fair, with what I order at Whataburger, that's common occurrence for me.
I didn't get that much. I got a bacon cheeseburger, large fry, large drink, chicken tenders, and then a Dr. Pepper milkshake,
Oh,
Ooh, nice.
which was the best thing I've ever had. That Dr. Pepper milkshake,
Pretty
rocks.
good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's pretty damn good.
the Dr. Pepper shake is probably the best thing in the world.
Like
I
was
got a
skeptical.
small one and I was pissed about it.
I was skeptical that it would be good, but it's surprisingly way better than it sounds.
It's one of those things when you hear it for the first time, you're like, I don't know about that. But now you guys make me want.
It just works.
Whataburger.
It works.
No,
Yeah.
I was the same with Mike though. I got a small one the first time because I was like, I don't know if I'm going to try this. And literally, I think that same day I was like, all right, I'm going to go back and get the large because I know now.
I almost turned around
that
before I
shake.
left to get another one. And then I had pizza beignets, which are the best thing I ever had.
Oh yeah,
Oh man, that sounds amazing.
those look good, man.
Pizza
It's fucked up how good they are. I'm not gonna be able to stop thinking about them.
Every
They
time you have
were
like a
that good.
pizza roll or something, you're going to be like, it could just be a beignet.
Could have been a pizza beignet.
Yeah.
The dude's like, "You're gonna love these." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fat. I know I'm gonna love them."
Yeah.
Of course I will.
Yeah. Everyone's like, you're going to really love this food. I'm like, fucking look at me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I clearly like food. Like,
right.
I'm well aware of my stature.
The floor
And-
shook when I walked in here. I knew what I'm doing.
Yeah. Is it full of sugar? Yes. Then I'm going to fucking love it. Yes.
Right.
Awesome. Now
I want one right now.
Yeah. Me
Yeah.
too.
So you guys are closer than I am. You could probably drive there.
We probably could, right? Louisiana's not that far.
Yeah. Few hours away.
I mean, you got to get through Texas first, but yeah, then
Yeah.
you're pretty much there.
Texas is tiny. You can get through it.
Yeah.
Texas.
Texas.
Any other It's Been a Week stories?
What do you got, Nate? Did you buy anything?
What figure did you buy, Nate?
I actually did get a new Mezco. So if you're playing,
Yeah.
if you're playing
shit.
STS Guys Bingo,
There's a square. Wait,
There's a
Nate,
square.
you said bingo?
yes, go to podcastbingo.com/STS Guys to play along, and you might have just gotten a square because yes, I got a new Mezco in. I got the House of the Golden Skulls Mezco figure, which came with like the Golden Dragon Gomez, but it was like the bad guys, and they released these individually. So it's pretty cool. It's like basically a guy in a ninja suit that has a gold skull. It's pretty awesome.
Pretty cool.
Nice.
In terms of accessories, I know you guys like the Gomez stuff, so it's kind of going out down like that. Their own sort of licensed figures. It's pretty cool. It's a really awesome figure.
Yeah, I mean, it's a ninja and a skeleton. That's a win-win.
So
Right, and you can swap all the different heads and like just tons of accessories.
I'm
Like Skeletor, right? Skeletor's a ninja and a skeleton.
It
Yeah,
kind of is.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Nailed it.
Nate, I'm telling you right now, all you got to do is pop on that Bruce Wayne head, League of Shadows Bruce Wayne.
Oh yeah.
If I had him next to me, I would right now. But
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking already, Jeremy. I'm right there with you.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
perfect
very
because
cool.
now, if you can switch out the heads, like neat. Now you got a ninja
Yeah, just
figure.
go ahead and pop that
Like-
head off. Do it.
Like, see, if you had a Daredevil, you could do that. Could be the a hand too, or I guess you could use. I guess you already have some foot soldiers, right? From the goofy ones,
From the neck.
Really?
Yeah.
yeah, the NECA ones. But that's more along the lines of like the comic-y type of foot,
Yeah. Well, that's the good thing about the
Yes.
I was born in the dark.
Born in the dark, molded by it. I didn't even see the light of day till I was a man.
Oh, Scott's
Yeah.
going wow.
Yeah.
No, I mean, but like
This gives you power over me.
so you can swap out a lot of parts, and it's a generic bad guy, so it's always good to get those.
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet.
Pretty cool.
I like it.
Nice.
So surprisingly, I did nothing this week.
I was gonna say,
actually,
you always have something.
Scott.
I didn't. Nothing happened. I set up a camera in the backyard, and that's been about it. Like, I saw a coyote running in my front yard. That's literally what
yeah.
happened this
Did you
week.
get him?
No, I was
Shoot him.
No, well, my
You're in Texas.
camera-
We got guns.
my camera
Totally
woke me up
legal.
at 3 a.m. and I was like, "What the?" I was like, "Something's out there." I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And then like reviewing the camera, I was like, "Oh, there's a coyote in my yard."
A lot of places will give you $25 for a dead coyote.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm well aware.
You too good to make $25?
That buys a lot of Whataburger.
That does.
Just
that
saying.
That is by
That
law.
one order.
That does,
One
25
order.
bucks does not buy a lot of Whataburger. That's one trip to Whataburger for me.
That's that 3x3, you know?
Yeah, it's a 3x3.
And a Dr. Pepper shake.
and a Dr. Pepper shake, large, $25 right there. Boom.
I did nothing. I went to Buc-ee's again last night because I didn't know what else to do, and I'm like, I know Buc-ee's is open, so like 9 o'clock.
Did you drive up to the other one, or did you go to?
No, I ended up going to the same one because there's like an accident on the road to the one up north. I checked the Google Maps first. I don't know. I checked the Google Maps, and it was going to be longer to go to that one, so I went to the closer one. But it was cool. I checked it out, and I definitely think we need to do a Buc-ee's price back, like we talked about last time, because I think that would be cool. I was checking out the merch. We'll definitely make that a thing, man. Yeah,
Buc-ee's merch game is strong.
It's impressive.
They have those Roosevelt shirts that I get. They have them at Buc-ee's.
Oh, really? I'm gonna have to look for that for you, Mike.
Yes.
I didn't see it, but I'm gonna have to take a look.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I did something else. I bought a truck. I did the
Oh
Texas
yeah.
thing.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
I bought
true.
a truck.
Does it get more?
Is it an
Texas?
F-350?
Guys, I got a truck too.
No, it's an F-150.
It's an F-150.
Should have went with the 350. It's the hit
Yeah,
thing
but
to do.
it's the big engine F-150 though.
Yeah, you got to get the dualies.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not that Texas yet.
Okay, first off, then again, too, those once you get above a F-150, you just like announce to the world that you have a small peepee. Like that's all you're doing. Like there's no real need to get anything much bigger than that, unless it's for work purposes. But
sometimes you gotta haul a fifth wheel or a bunch of lumber.
And I've hauled lumber in my short box Tacoma.
Or like the commercials, sometimes you just need to dump a bunch of dirt in the back, you know.
Yeah. And again,
way too high up.
I have done that in my
Your
Tacoma.
Yeah.
I have hauled bricks. Like there's everything. I look at it and people are like, I need this 350 truck because all the shit I do. I'm like, what do you do? In that truck, that my tiny
350.
Yeah.
What do they do?
If anything, I would go with a Raptor, but that's just me.
They make a 350 Raptor.
Yeah.
Did you get the 350 Raptor?
6 miles per gallon.
Exactly. Just $8 right there.
It's so cheap down there. It's okay.
Gas is cheap.
Look, how much is gas in Texas? Be honest.
$1.67 right now.
Okay, you want to know what it is in Pennsylvania?
How much?
$2.58.
Ooh. Yeah. All right. It's almost $1 difference.
Yeah, I just spent $2.15 here in Arizona.
That's not bad. But yeah, it's. I was gonna say. I think again. I went to Buc-ee's last night. I'm pretty sure it was like $1.60 something. So.
Don't they get in trouble for charging not enough for gas? Buc-ee's?
I don't know. Maybe it's like Buc-ee's discount gas.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure they got in trouble.
Yeah, like you have There's like regulations or whatever. Like Buc-ee's can't be so much cheaper than like Chevron because then Chevron gets pissed. Like it's like a monopoly kind of thing where they got an agreement where they won't go below a certain level.
But here's the thing, like down here though, like that must not fly because I'll be driving down the road and there'll be one that's like $1.87, and then I go and then go like a mile down the road and that one's $1.68. I'm like, who the fuck is going back to the $1.80 one? Like, why is that one even like? Did they not know their neighbor down the road is selling it 20 cents cheaper? Like, who is not coordinating these gas stations on these prices?
Chevron's always like 20 cents higher than everyone else.
No, this is a Texaco.
Texas are dumb. It's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Well, even though there's not good stuff in the movie theater, there's still good stuff to stream, right, guys?
Oh, segue.
I see what you're talking about. I see what you,
We're at 20 minutes.
No, we got it. Yeah, that's cool.
I know Manny is very excited to talk about The Boys.
The Boys is back, baby. Daddy's home.
The Boys are back in
Season 2. Wait. Last time we talked about The Boys Season 1, I hadn't seen it. But guess what? I totally watched The Boys Season 1 just a couple weeks ago. And I've seen the first 3 episodes, right? All that they've dropped so far on Amazon Prime of Season 2. So I'm totally caught up.
All right, so Larry, did you like after you watched the entire first season? Did you like it?
It was good. Not like it's not the best, but it was good.
No, okay. So while you had only seen like 2 episodes of The Boys, you're like, I like Umbrella Academy more. Do you still like Umbrella Academy more?
Oh yeah. So Umbrella Academy Season 2 is still better than Boys Season 1, and I'm not so sure about Boys Season 2 yet because it's not.
I would maybe agree with that. Really? Season 2 of Umbrella Academy might be better than Season 1 of Boys. But
season 1 of The Boys
is probably going to blow Umbrella Academy season 2 out of the water. They gotta.
Yeah.
They're
ramping each other.
Pretty close. They're pretty close to the same show. So they gotta be like, okay, let's see what The Boys is doing, and then in 2 years, when Umbrella Academy season 3 comes out, they'll blow it out of the water.
Oh no! Like I said, I'm on Manny's side. The Boys over Umbrella all day long.
All day, yeah,
all day long. I agree, Manny. I 100%.
I definitely like The Boys a lot more.
So I like the more gritty realism in The Boys, and like because the whole idea of it. No. Like in fact, the thing of like if we had superheroes to this day. Like right now, if we had superheroes, it wouldn't be like the comics. It would be like The Boys. Like they would be controlled by corporations. They would be pieces of shit. Like the idea that superheroes would be these beacons of hope is false. And that's what I mean. The realism.
Academy heroes are pieces of shit.
Yeah, but
they are.
They have this facade of like being these heroes when they were heroes, right? Because they're not heroes anymore. They're like retired. When they were heroes, they were like the save the day.
Kids,
when they were kids.
Yeah.
The superheroes of The Boys are like just piles of absolute turds. Like, and I love it because it is what would happen now. Look at athletes and movie stars. It would be the same thing with superheroes. And Jeremy, you're glitching.
No, I don't know what I literally have a hard line. I don't know why.
We don't need to know that.
Yeah, I know.
So do I.
Talking about dicks.
I said with the. I think this Scott. I was laughing. I'm like when you're like I like the grittier and the realism. I'm like,
yeah, it's the realism in the superhero. There's nothing real about a superhero movie.
You could definitely take out a big whale with a little boat, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. That I love the scene when they drive the boat through the whale, though. That is great. Tyler brings up a good question. Which, if of the 7, which one would you want to meet? That's a hard one.
Homelander, man. Just because he's a fuckface.
Yeah,
dude. Yeah, I think it would have to be Homelander. Like I was gonna say that
he's gonna face beam you.
Yeah,
it's true. Yeah, that'd be like a dangerous pick, but it might have to be Homelander.
No, because see, you do it in a public place, and so he has to put on the little like Homelander persona. And it's great. Like when he was about to kill Stormfront when she's like starts live streaming, but he knows he can't because she's live streaming, and you see that just rage boiling inside of him.
So let's go through it, guys.
Okay,
like maybe talk about the first 3 episodes, kind of what we're seeing, right?
Yeah.
Just for anybody that hasn't seen it.
Spoilers.
Oh yeah. Here, you want me to should I put the thing up here? Yeah, let's put this up because we're going to talk about it quite a bit. I love it. I am so excited that we have Stormfront back, like or in this now, because vastly different from the comic book version of Stormfront, but not that much.
The comics is a dude.
Well, yeah, it's a dude, and he's back in the day. Like he's in the past. Like he's in when Mallory was in charge of the thing, and Mallory is a dude in the comics too. But here's where I think I enjoy it quite a bit is in the comics, Stormfront's like a neo-Nazi, like raging racist in the thing. And
maybe she is, we just don't know yet.
Well, the scene in the 3rd episode when she shows up and she sees that family who is the people of color, and she's like, dead for like no reason. You're like, oh wait, she is a raging racist in this one too. And they're probably going to build on that. So I'm very excited to see the how they're going to build on that. So yeah, like
she's a really good actress. She was in a show called You're the Worst, and it was hilarious. I'm excited to see what she can do. It's You're the Worst is probably one of my top 10 shows.
Yeah, it's kind of funny like how they introduce her, because the show picks up like right where the other one leaves off, and she's really the only new character that we've seen so far. But they kind of just like fit her right into the show like early on. So she's like the new member of the 7 now, and then you don't really learn about who she really is until you see like that 3rd episode, and then it's like, is she going to be competition for Homelander, or is she going to work with him? You know, how's that going to go down?
So they're leading it into the thing like I think she's trying like again. Comic based wise, her power set is what actually creates Black Noir and Homelander in the comics, like from Stormfront, right? Like they're that's like the Gen 1, and then Homelander's Gen 2, that power set. They have this whole thing in the comics. So in this version, I think they're going to go with the whole thing of like she's going to try to become like I'm better than you to Homelander. Like I'm stronger, I'm better, I can zap lightning out of my hands. Like,
do you think they're going to try some weird shit where they're like, you know, they set the precedent
Donald Trump,
that you could pass the genes on to your kids, right? And they have the same powers. Mm-hmm. Do you think her dad's like the original Stormfront?
I'm wondering if they're gonna pull that, or so we're eventually we're gonna get to see Lamplighter, right? Like he's Shawn Ashmore is the character, so at least we're gonna see it. So they've alluded to kind of the whole him killing Mallory's kids and the whole incident before. So like I like that they're kind of playing on this, like we're hitting in the middle of the story and there's this whole like lead into what caused this. And I don't know if they're going to go with Stormfront being already a character and coming, you know, and having her come back and be their kid. I would almost like it just to see like she's like the new Jen, right? She's like the next version.
Well, and like somebody just said this in the comments, but it feels like, you know, since Homelander, nobody really else had any say in Stormfront being into the team. It's almost like she's there to get rid of Homelander because he's kind of like a problem now.
Yeah.
But Gus doesn't like Homelander.
So Gus doesn't like Homelander. Yeah. Here's my question, and I think it's the same thing Homelander's thinking right now. Like, you're Gus, right? In that thing, you're this character. You have
Gus Fring,
Gus, right? He's basically Gus in this one too. He's playing the same character.
He's always Gus.
Yeah, he's always Gus
in all the shows he does.
In all the shows, he's the CEO of this company, and he's telling off this dude that can literally, from like miles away, laser him in half. Like, you got some balls, like to be able to like speak up to that person to be like, all right, like this guy could literally rip me in half at any given second of the day. Like there is nothing stopping him from just murdering everybody. And I think they're going to I really think it's the worst name ever, but I kind of like it. I think they're going the Hero-gasm route, right? Where he is going to lead an uprising at some point in this and get all the, you know, like superheroes together to go against Voight.
The non-7 superheroes?
Yeah.
All right. Can we talk about this? Like, one of the best kind of story arcs that's been going on right now, though.
Yes.
With the Deep and his inner monologue.
Oh, yeah. The Deep stuff
that's
great.
Patton Oswalt, right?
That's
what I thought it was.
Yeah. I just love that they had that whole thing, right? Leading up to his triumphant return, and he fucks it up. Like, and he was doing so well too, and like he stopped the boat with the whale, and they just ran. In classic, you know, he just drives a boat like a spear into the whale.
Oh, the Deep.
Did anybody else?
Mythbusters were back.
Did anybody else really love the subtle dig at the Hunger Games movie too? By the way.
Well, yeah, they were talking about like those.
So he's saying when he's like, okay, so Jack Quaid, right, who plays Huey, was in Hunger Games. He was a main person in several of those movies, and the fact that he couldn't remember Katniss's name was definitely a dig at the Hunger Games movies.
I get it.
Yeah.
I never saw the Hunger Games.
For anybody who doesn't know, like,
I
didn't really know that much, but my wife had watched it, and I realized that he was in it. And I was like, oh my god, like that's the dude from.
This guy right here's a big Hunger Games fan.
I love it. Love me some Katniss Everdeen. But the fact that I just thought it was quite hilarious that he's like couldn't remember her name out of all of those. And like that was some good clever writing that
it went way over my head, but
yeah, right.
I appreciate that joke now.
Never would have got it in a million years.
Yeah. And of all people, Frenchie is the one who knows.
That was
that, and then I think my other favorite side character is Gecko.
Gecko's pretty great.
Yeah, that was fun. Where they're at the diner.
Yeah, he can regrow his limbs.
Yeah, and he's having somebody.
No.
Give you $1,000, let you chop off my way.
Yeah, dude, the best one is like, you want to chop? I'll give you $1,000. I'll let you chop my dick. And the guy's response was like, "Where's the nearest ATM?" Like,
That's one thing I love about the show probably the most is that the way it shows off powers and how different it makes every character feel. Yeah, that's really cool because like they have this compound V, which is supposed to give out all these people powers, but it's so different for every single person.
Yeah, it's never really the same.
Like highlighting that
same power.
But they are a little bit the same, right? Like everybody has hand powers and super strength if you're in like the 7.
Yeah,
so everybody,
there's always something that kind of makes them a little different,
but they're all super strong, right?
Yeah, in general, it's super durability and super strength is given to like if you have compound V, you have at least those.
Is A Train
not X? Is he what?
A Train? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but is he strong as well? A Train?
Well, yeah, the dude literally ran through a person.
Yeah,
he ran through a lady.
In the same way, Flash is strong. Flash can use his speed to punch harder.
Well,
so yeah,
but you think like they're all have some form of super strength, like some level of enhanced strength versus.
What about the Deep? The Deep has super strength.
He's definitely got super strength. Like if you actually go back and read like on his little thing, if you pause it on his like the things I like about myself, it's his like his lung capacity. His like ability to talk to animals and his super strength are the things that he actually likes about himself.
Oh, the Deep.
I like the Deep. He was kind of the like nobody liked the Deep in season 1 for reasons. But he's kind of redeeming himself.
So he is a rapist. So
yeah.
Well,
Manny brings up A Train I think he's just addicted because if you have your superpowers and you take compound V, it makes them stronger briefly.
Well, in season 1, he like overdosed and had a heart attack.
So I don't know it's that he loses his power, but I think it's like he's like a heroin addict with like or a cocaine addict with like the rush that the compound V gives him.
He's doing baseball stuff, right? You get a little shot, and you go a couple more home runs.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
He's Barry Bonds.
He's Barry Bonds of the superhero world.
Yeah, I think he's got some serious heart issues from using compound V too much, so he can't sustain the super speed for too long.
Yeah.
So if you compound V just into you, it's temporary, but if you do it into the like your spinal cord, it's forever. Because I do believe that Kimiko and her brother talked, and they said they put it in their spine, and then it like stayed forever. But if you just hardline it's temporary.
I think the into the spine is how it's like initially has to be given. I don't think you can just drink like compound V and for it to work.
Well, and I think it's kind of
because he's like A Train's like hardlining that shit into his bloodstream. But like I think that like when they're babies and shit and they're giving it to them, I think it's into the spine. So I think that's
idea too. Like they're giving him extra serum in the Logan movie to like speed up their powers and make it stronger. So I think it kind of amplifies it maybe when they take it, into the veins rather than getting it into the spinal cord.
It's like the gummy bears when they take the gummy berry juice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Gummy bears.
Total
here and there and everywhere.
Bouncing all over the place.
The Boys is a total ripoff of Gummy Bears.
Yeah, gummy bears.
You heard it here first.
The gummy berry juice.
Hey, crossover episode.
I'd watch that.
I still really think so. We have the one vial of compound V left.
That Starlight. No, Starlight turned it in, right? She
did. So no, we don't know. We don't know. So here's the thing: that's never actually been said that Starlight's the one that released it.
Yeah, that's true. Right?
I still think she didn't.
Yeah, because Huey calls her and he's like, "Hey, this is awesome," but he keeps getting her voicemail.
Yeah. So and then we see her again, and she's still like on the 7 side. So we don't really know.
Let's be honest, Huey's taking that at some point, right? Like he's going to be in a situation, and he's going to take that.
I think so.
Yeah. I think at some point, in the comics, unbeknownst to him, Butcher gets him because I love how the show diverges from the comics. Like I don't know how many people I know. Jeremy has read them with me. Like things like in the comics, the Boys are actually a CIA Black Ops group. They're an official group that regulates superheroes, and they've been doing it for a very long time. In this one, and they all have some form of compound B powers or version. So they are on not equal, but somewhat more equal terms with
They have
the
a
superheroes.
CIA. Well, they have like a CIA clone of
Compound V. So they're not as strong, they're not as good until Huey gets full on Compound V injection, right? Unbeknownst to him. I think the same thing is going to happen in this one when they get that vial. I think Butcher's going to give a little poke to Huey, and he's going to have powers, and that'll be like season finale is him finding out like, oh, I can lift a car, and like I can do all the things that superheroes do.
No. So I think I don't think it's going to be that. I think the cliffhanger is going to be like it's going to be like the death of Huey, but he wouldn't have died. I think like Homelander's going to find him, like snap his neck or something, like chuck him off a building, and he's going to be perfectly fine because, like I said, he secretly got the injection.
That would work like that. He's like, wait, why am I still alive? Or he's going to get thrown off a building, kind of like the ground, and he's going to be like, get up from things. Be like, what? Why am I? Why didn't
High School High? Yeah, Super High School. Remember that movie?
I do not know that movie.
It's kind of like
wait. Is that
Homelander threw his kid off the roof? Kind of like that.
Yeah, exactly.
It was the Disney movie, High School High. Right, that's the name of it.
Yes,
I believe you. I believe you, but you repeating the name is not going to magically make me seen it.
The main character didn't have superpowers, but his parents were both superheroes, and the bad guy threw him out the window. And you thought that was the end of the movie, and then he like flies up like Peter Pan. He's like, "I can fly, and I'm super strong, idiots." Here we go.
Yeah. I think it's.
Wait, are you talking about High School High?
Yeah,
Scott. It's High School High.
Now that you described it and said the name 15 more times, I magically know what movie you're talking about.
I'm pretty sure it's High School High. Let me look it up.
Is it the one with John Lovitz and Mekhi Phifer?
I think you're talking about
that's High School High, which I thought was like a comedy, but
yeah, it's not High School High. Hold on, it's Super High School.
Do they get high at High School High?
Sky High. It was called Sky High.
Okay. I remember Sky High. I didn't see it, but I remember Sky High.
It was. It's called Sky High, guys.
Yeah,
how high?
The movie's Sky High. It's from 2005.
Yeah, Sky High, Scott. Sky High.
I'm thinking of the movie.
Okay, again, still
not Lucky the Irish. Come on,
Lucky the Irish. Yeah.
Lucky the Irish is pretty good.
Lucky the Irish. Be awesome. Yeah, I can play basketball. Come on.
Yeah, I
was Method Man in that?
Yeah.
Yeah, Red Man.
That's how high. Yeah.
High School Musical.
Yeah,
Zac Efron,
that's the one.
anybody?
Superpowers,
all three of them.
drugs. Yeah.
High School Musical.
Listen,
musical.
Guys, we're all in this together.
How many times have we said high school in the last 5 minutes?
Too many.
Not enough.
Too many. Now you've done. That was one too many.
Your Highness?
We need to move on.
What else? The Boys, season 2.
Were those sharks chasing the boat, or were those other whales?
No, I think those are either sharks or dolphins. I couldn't tell. I don't know because you just saw
they didn't show.
Do you think they were running out of CGI budget, and that's why they didn't show sharks?
They should have had at least one just jump out of the water for a second. Just
to be like, oh, this is a fucking great white. Yeah, no, but then you're like, I'm gonna write a fucking whale, which I would think like, can a whale actually keep up with like a speedboat? Because I don't really think it can.
That was,
that wasn't really a speedboat, right? That was a dinger.
Yeah, sure. Because at that point,
on the yacht, like what yacht doesn't have a speedboat attached? That's a speedboat, like not like a racing speedboat, but that's like a speedboat that you'd use for like water skiing.
Let's get fucking down to this. Hold on.
Let's. How fast can a whale swim, Mike?
Was that a hump whale?
A sperm whale.
Was it a sperm whale?
That was definitely. I believe that was a sperm whale.
I don't know. Aren't they white?
No.
You think
I get it. I get it. Okay, they can swim 23 miles an hour. How fast is a dinghy? How fast is a small speedboat?
Knots or miles per hour?
Miles per hour.
Okay.
All right.
A big one, a 28-footer can go 60 miles an hour, but that was not a 28-footer.
No, because they barely fit in it.
I would say that's a dinghy.
No, so those go about 36 miles an hour.
So about the same.
So about the same.
About the same. But to my point is that whale is not catching up to that boat.
Well, but he could have been like, "Come on, dude, let's do this. Come on." What was her name? Sally.
Like the waves.
Lucy the whale.
Water.
I don't think the whale was chasing the whole time. It was the sharks, and he kind of came in from the side. You know, he kind of intersected. But yeah, I mean, that was probably the most we've ever seen the Deep use his powers, which was kind of cool.
Yeah, he usually just jumps in the water and jumps out, right?
Yeah, he does. Like,
and then beats the shit out of people. And then
like, what did you say, buddy? I'll get you out.
Yeah. Although, I mean, we did see him with the hitting on the dolphin in the first season.
Yeah. Well, he tried to save the dolphin and ended up killing it.
Yeah, he tried to save the dolphin, but it was like he's like, oh yeah, what do you want to do? Like, there's like some sexy stuff some sex talk going on.
Ended up going through the windshield.
Yeah.
So he does kill a lot of animals that he tries to save. Yeah. Like the whale. I don't know, like putting the whale in front of the boat. I don't know if that was the best idea.
Yeah.
On land too.
On land, yeah, like beached the whale. Which, so here's the thing: is like, even if they didn't kill the whale, like, what were you gonna do with the goddamn whale beached on the?
He probably thought that they wouldn't ram it.
Yeah, like, but I'm still saying, like, at the end of after the end of the whole incident, even if he stopped it, like, what's he gonna do with the damn whale on the beach? He's gonna push it back into the water. Like, how's he gonna deal with it? Like,
he got powers, man.
He has super. It's a super strength, right?
Just tell him to roll around.
Did anybody else actually? Tuck and roll. Did anybody else appreciate the level of, like, they ramped up some of, like, the gore aspect a little bit?
Oh, like, yeah. So many people got their heads ripped off and arms ripped off just in 3 episodes.
Oh, man. The way that Stormfront killed Kimiko's, brother, spoiler alert.
Yeah.
And somebody said it earlier, but based, kind of further supporting that Nazi comment about her, she makes a racist comment about him when she's killing him.
Yeah.
So she looks like a nasty character.
She's a nasty character, and
so nasty.
The other one where the head's coming off, and the
Kimiko rips that
grabs him by the mouth and just like peels his head back, like
Black Noir.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, Black Noir when he kills all the guys.
It was cool to see him do
I honestly, so like he's mentally fucked up, but I really was like, oh god, he's gonna go and rape a child. Like, I was like, there's a child rape.
What made you think that?
What? When he was in with the kid, when he kills the terrorist, he goes in the kid's room and he's like, and he grabs a toy and he's like, to the kid. I was like, oh god, he's gonna do, because there is child rape in the comics. I was like, oh god, they're going that direction, and then he walks away.
I don't think that's okay for Amazon Prime.
I don't think, no matter how fucked up they want to get.
Yeah,
I think they're gonna.
There is a line.
It's not Nightman coming, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, but they did have Homelander drinking
breast milk,
frozen breast milk, like a dog. By the way,
the way he drinks milk, the way he drinks milk grosses me out. Because
he heat that up
with his vision
without destroying it.
Yeah, he can control his vision.
He knows, man.
But he did it. Remember, he destroyed the whole fucking plane in the first season.
Well, he doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, he cares about the milk.
He cares about
the milk. Though, because that part where he's playing pass with his son, I'm like, how does he control the ball that much to where he doesn't break his son's hand?
I always thought that that when superheroes are strong, they have to try harder to be strong. They're not just automatically stronger.
Yeah. Well, no, so it's the opposite, because Spider-Man in the comics is always pulling his punches to not hurt people. Because in the comics, his strength is big enough where a regular human is instant death if he actually hits him full strength. Like, he can literally kill everybody in one punch.
Remember that Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie where he hits Flash Thompson in the cafeteria?
Yeah.
And he knocks him into the lockers all the way down the hall. So I know what you mean. I watched Tobey Maguire.
So do you call it Spider-Bad?
Yeah.
Spider-Man. Yeah, Spider-Man.
I call it Spider-Bad,
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
But yeah, no, because in the Superior Spider-Man, when Doc Ock takes over his mind, he literally punches Rhino so hard in the jaw that it rips his jaw off. And he's like, and he realizes at that point, he's like, Spider-Man at any point when I was fighting him would have killed me instantly had he decided to. If he wanted to, I could be dead.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's like, oh shit, I gotta pull these punches. So I think it's kind of the same thing. I think these superheroes just know, for us, it'd be trying to throw a paper airplane, right? You gotta throw it kind of gentle. That's him throwing the ball. He's like,
right. So what does everybody think about what's the girl's name? Starlight?
Starbright.
Yeah.
Yeah, Starlight. I actually really like that. The actress does a really good job portraying the character.
I got no problems with her. She's
probably more into it, like the Seven thing than I thought, because in the first season they kind of make her like, at first she's really into it, and then she realizes how fake they really are, and then she's like, oh, I don't want anything to do with this. So I was kind of surprised when season 2 rolled up and she was so into the marketing. And I gotta say, that's another thing that's really cool about the show is the marketing that they do for these characters. It's like better than like when that guy was explaining the Justice League or Unite the Seven movie.
That was
it reminded me of like, man, if Justice League was like this, it probably would have been a lot better.
Right. so you have that. So did anybody catch the song when she's singing the song for Translucent, and then they're like, you can download this song on Spotify. And you're like, oh my god, they like ripped up Spotify.
Like they ruled the world, man.
Yeah, like the whole idea of these just evil, massive corporation that also controls superheroes is amazing.
Every time they're out on the streets, there's a billboard or a bus driving by with their pictures on it. Like it's really clever and like smart how they stick all that stuff in every opportunity they get to, right? To show just how dominant the superhero like in the Seven is in this universe.
Yeah,
it's great.
exactly.
It makes it so much more believable. I think it really adds a lot to the show to like have the world, really being built around these characters.
They got rid of Blind Spot.
Aw.
Did anybody?
Boom!
Oh yeah, Blind Spot. I'm like, who's Blind Spot?
Yeah,
the
Blind Spot.
blind guy.
He's like,
Daredevil.
He pops him. He's like, and now he's just your average blind guy.
Was good. Yeah.
Oh shit!
That was good.
Did anybody catch that? Lamplighter's statue got pulled down, and Starlight's is up now on the big statue outside their thing.
Yeah.
If go back and watch like when you see the statues. Because they're cutting one down at the first episode, and then in the third episode when they're leaving, you see that her statue is up there instead.
Oh, that's cool. Should we rank season 2 so far? Manny's in the chat saying, what would we rank season 2 so far? He'll give it a 9.
Yeah.
Out of how many?
So
1 million.
No. Out of 3,454,000. What is your guys' ranking? No, out of 5, classic STS Guys fashion. I'm gonna go 4.5.
It's too early for me.
It's hard, but it's been good. I really enjoy it.
I'll give it as like a season?
4.
No, I'm saying first 3 episodes.
So far.
First 3 episodes, 4.5 so far.
I give it 4.
Yeah, 4 for me too. It's good.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm excited. The stupid thing is we got to wait a whole another week to get another episode. But whatever.
I don't like this. I don't like this.
No.
Yeah.
Give me them all at once.
No,
For some reason, I thought they dropped more than just 3. So I was like, oh, I got to get through almost all this. And then I saw that it ended at 3. But it's weird because the last season wasn't like that, right? It was
I don't think so.
They do that with their successful shows. So like I said, once they realize, oh shit, people actually like this, we can draw them in subscriptions.
Because they can't watch it with 1 month subscription, right? You can't. So you at least get an extra month out of people's Prime memberships.
Well, no, that's the thing, right? So because Prime's like the majority of Prime is annual. So basically, you like if you want to see it, like I said, you're laying out like another $100-something for.
Well, it builds the hype too, right? Like Mandalorian did it, and it was awful. But I think that it was successful for the Mandalorian because each week people were talking about it. Baby Yoda came out and it brought in more viewers. I think that's what Amazon's going for on this one too, just to kind of prolong the exposure, which is kind of smart, especially in this COVID world we're living in. Like people are at home, spending a whole lot more time on Facebook. Right. If I see my friends talking about it in like a Facebook group or something, or on Facebook Messenger, they'll probably go watch the show.
Yeah, or you can talk about it in those Facebook rooms, and then you can buy
Instagram Reels.
And then you can buy those Funko Pops on Facebook Marketplace.
Jesus Christ!
I really wonder if they delayed the pops for season 2, or if it was a COVID thing, or if it was both.
It was really convenient.
I wonder because Stormfront was more or less kind of a surprise. Like everyone knew Stormfront was coming in, and it was like a female version, but no one really knew what she was going to look like or anything. So I wonder if they were like, no figures or anything until we can do this.
They showed most of them at Toy Fair.
Yeah, this was season 1.
Yeah.
And then all the exclusives got all jumbled around.
Is there finally an official A-Train one yet?
Yeah, it's
kind of like, because season 1 had the A-Train pop that didn't exist at the time.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Mike, are you gonna, since you are Mike from Talking Pops, are you gonna collect the boys line?
Yeah, of fucking course. Yeah.
I'm not.
I got to get rid of some other stuff to make it.
It's worth it. It's okay. So far, it's with the exclusives, it's pretty. It's there's quite a few of them. I was gonna say it's pretty deep, but 3
exclusives, 6
chase.
mainline, and a chase.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
No, not terrible. We've seen worse. The Office much.
Office. No,
they look awesome though. They're really great. But
how excited were you that they announced Office cereal, Office Funkos this week after a long hiatus of not doing anything with the cereal? This week they come back with 2.
I think it's been a year since we've gotten a cereal. I think the last cereal was Conan for SDCC.
Okay, so well over a year.
Speaking of a little over a year, and I'm very upset about it because I don't know if you guys know, I am 99.9% complete on cereals. I'm only missing that one Hot Topic Castle one that people are selling for $500 because they made like 20 of them, and I can't bring myself to spend $500 on a box of cereal. No matter what it is. I can't.
And maybe if it was like a Parks and Rec cereal or something you really liked, but definitely not a Supernatural cereal.
No.
No. I mean, come on, Johnny Karate-O's. Like, I feel like you'd probably buy those.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
To be fair, my daughter and wife went to the store today and came back, and there's an official Baby Yoda cereal, by the way. Not like a Funko Pop cereal. It's a real Baby Yoda cereal that they sell at stores.
It's called Baby
Yodos.
Like Yodos.
Yeah. No, I had some this morning. It tastes like Kix, but
does it have marshmallows?
And with marshmallows.
Especially with the announcement of like more season 2 stuff from
Mandalorian's coming out in like the end of next month,
right?
Yeah.
Like surprisingly, we're gonna get Mandalorian
the first
next
episode.
Month. Well,
the first episode.
Weekly maybe from there, but still like.
But isn't that whole show shot on green screen anyway in a studio?
Yeah, a little bit
of they actually go to Tatooine, and
But I mean, they're not going to the desert, right?
They can go to Death Valley. That's pretty close to LA.
Somebody told me that they have some new crazy technology because the Mandalorian was shiny, that instead of doing it on blue screen or green screen, they do it in this big like backlit thing where they actually take the 3D environments and project them onto projectors, and it makes it look like you're there.
Yeah, okay. That's cool. That way it gets the reflection right.
Yeah,
that's cool.
The lighting in that is always amazing because it's really showing off his armor all the time.
I didn't even think about that, but that's a really good point.
It makes sense.
They said it's some crazy thing. I don't watch Star Wars because I've never seen any of them except for one episode of The Mandalorian, and thought it was dumb.
Oh man!
So
I just want Bill. Can we please get another episode with Bill Burr? I want Bill Burr back in the Star Wars thing.
But I want Bill Burr as Bill Burr.
just Bill Burr. He's in the future.
Bill Burr?
So in the episode when they're doing the prison break,
you know who Bill Burr is?
Yeah, he's the comedian. But
the comedian.
He's the he's the former stormtrooper when they call him a sharpshooter, and he's like, wait, sharpshooter, you were a stormtrooper? He's like, you're in the Empire. He's like, I wasn't a fucking stormtrooper.
All right, I googled him. I know who Bill Burr is.
You watch Efforts for Family, Mike?
Yeah,
dad. Great show.
It's very good. He was also on Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's one of Gus's guys, right?
I think so.
One of Mike's guys.
No.
Ermintrout. Yeah, he's one of it was Mike in Wow, I can't. Saul.
Better Call Saul.
Saul. Better Call Saul.
Yeah, it's one of Saul's
He
guys.
died when he slipped on a rug, right? Snapped his neck.
No, that was Ted Beneke. That's when they were. That's when they went. They caused the guy breaking his neck.
That's right.
Yeah.
I haven't watched. I tried to binge Breaking Bad before El Camino came out, and it's just too depressing to watch episode after episode after episode.
Yeah, I thought about it, but I'd like to rewatch it, but
bummer.
it's a commitment, and yeah, you're right. It's probably not right. It's not.
That's why I
super
haven't
upbeat
rewatched The Walking
show.
Dead since the beginning.
And because it sucks.
It
I
sucks.
like The Walking Dead. I like it.
even this last season. This last season was dog shit.
This is like the best season they've had in a long time, and that's saying something.
I'm
I'm excited for the finale.
Yeah,
I haven't
I
seen it
gave
since
up.
Carl died.
same. That's where I gave up.
World.
No, I
It's
gave up
got a
before
lot
that.
better. It's got a lot better. You got to admit, Jeremy, it's got.
Jeremy, you're still watching it?
There's nothing else on.
Yeah.
True.
What else can we watch right now? I've been going back and watching old like stand up because I need something to watch.
I literally, because I'm like, you know what? Let me give Walking Dead another chance. So I rewatched it all from the very beginning to up until the season finale of this, which airs in October.
October.
And it's still not good, is it?
It got a little
It's gotten
better.
better.
They got a little better. I said after Carl died with the Whisperers, like the Whisperer War and stuff like that. But like I said, without Rick on the show, it's still dog shit. Like it's horrible.
Yeah. I think fourth season is about the spot where I was like, I'm done with this. Like after the prison, the whole like that point, like once that whole
The governor
and the governor and everything, like once they left the prison, right? Then it was like, I'm done with this. This is
Terminus.
good. Yeah.
I just want a new season of the Mayans.
What's that?
Seriously?
Sons of Anarchy.
Sons of
thing.
Anarchy spinoff.
spinoff?
I haven't seen any of that.
Oh,
I
you gotta
will-
watch the
I will watch
Mayans,
that
man.
one.
Me
It's
neither.
good.
You gotta watch the Mayans.
It's some good shit.
It's
Here's what I want. We were talking about Star Wars. If they did a Star Wars sitcom, I'd be all fucking over it.
Yes.
I'd watch every single
I told
episode.
you.
I would too.
So if you watch The Mandalorian, there's the two stormtroopers that are at the end. I want a sitcom that follows them bumbling
wasn't-
through different
Wasn't
aspects.
that fuck it, is it, not Manzukis, the other one, Sudeikis,
Jason Sudeikis and
the guy from Happy Endings.
yeah, the guy from Happy Endings were the two stormtroopers.
Adam
I-
Pally. Adam
Yeah.
Pally.
Adam Pally. I want those two as stormtroopers and just go through different parts of the Star Wars franchise as them as bumbling stormtroopers and
Wait,
and
they're the same guys the whole way through?
let's just follow those two
Yeah,
and
I'd
be like,
that.
it's Doug and Bill, the stormtroopers, throughout
got one better.
New Hope, Empire,
Got one
like
better.
Return of the
What do you got?
Jedi.
What do you got?
Instead of Cheers, we just had the cantina. The cantina.
Cantina.
It's
Yes.
called Cantina, where
Yes, I'd
everybody
watch
cuts
that.
off your arm.
Yeah, but they're all hanging out, right?
Yeah, they're all
Just
hanging
being-
out.
Just being bros, but then like different people could pop in each week. Different aliens. You could have like Greedo or Greedo's cousin or something.
Like
since Greedo's
Greedo.
dead.
Greedo's kid
Yeah,
because he got
Greedo.
shot in the face. Like, yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
I totally watched that.
They had that one DC show on Powerless. That was an amazing show. I love that. Alan Tudyk, Danny Pudi.
Yeah, weren't we supposed to get a Marvel version of that at some point? The
Yeah, but I think because
Damage
of how-
Control.
I think because of how poorly it did, they just didn't do it.
Yeah, because I thought we were supposed to get a Damage Control Marvel show, which would follow like the people that clean up after all the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we were, but yeah, they shit canned it. Like, come on, like I just want to see fucking Falcon and Winter Soldier already. I'm like, Jesus Christ! I'm like,
One day, man.
just
I
give
know.
it to me. Like, I just
Or-
need something Marvel.
Yeah, that
I wanted
Black
to
Widow movie, something, please.
They should put out the pilot that they shot of with that Melania Weintraub. What was that called? Squirrel Girl.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh yeah.
They shot the pilot and they never did anything with it. They just throw that on Disney Plus and
Yeah,
let people
see
watch
it.
it.
They also shot
Wait.
the pilot to the Ghost Rider show too.
Really?
Knights of
right.
what was it? What was it? Knights of Darkness or something like that. It was like a Marvel Knights show.
I mean,
they should just
do
throw that
it.
shit up there.
Yeah, see how many plays it gets.
Well, that's what Amazon used to do. Amazon used to shoot like 5 pilots every 6 months, and they'd throw all the pilots up there, and you could
vote on it.
And you could vote on them, and the most watched and most voted on would get made.
That's how the Tick became a show.
Yeah.
That's how
I remember.
Became a show.
Fuck those guys for leaving that on a cliffhanger, and then fucking canceling it.
Yeah, because the Tick was so good too.
It really was.
I loved
it. It was very good.
And what's his name? That actually did the Tick. I was surprised that. I can't. His name. It's gonna kill me.
He was in Parks and Rec, and he was on
He's in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Masters of Sex and Guardians of the Galaxy, and it's Michael something.
Yeah, what's his name? Serafinowicz. Peter Serafinowicz.
Sure.
Okay. Yep. That guy. Mark Brandanowitz.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
More like Mark Brandanowicz.
Shag Hennessy.
Shag Hennessy. So yeah, he's the third roommate in Shaun of the Dead. He's the one that
I'm gonna check IMDb.
He's Pete, the one that gets bitten in the shower in the Shaun of the Dead shows, or in the Shaun of the Dead. You know, everyone's seen that here, right? Like,
yeah,
they have the third roommate that keeps yelling at them to get jobs or whatever. Like,
okay.
That's the same guy who plays.
I
the
remember
Tick.
now. Yeah,
I was thinking of somebody else.
Yeah.
Oh shit! When's the Marvelous Mrs. Maisel coming back? Is it now? Sorry, I'm on IMDb and there's an ad for the Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
Apparently soon.
Yeah, that means it's coming out soon.
Yeah. So
I hope. I like that show a lot.
Yeah.
I just want Handmaid's Tale to come back.
Here.
I tried to watch. It's too big of a bummer for me.
There you go. This guy. That's the guy who plays the Tick. And you'll notice him from the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie.
Yeah. I know that guy.
I was thinking of Michael Sheen. They look very much alike.
They sound a lot like too.
Because they're British. They're both British.
Everybody who's British sounds the same. I think we used to work with that guy.
Yep.
He was from London, right?
Yeah,
he's from London. Yeah,
Everyone
British is from
everybody
London,
from British is from London.
Oh, cheeky bastards!
So,
God.
All right, Larry. I think it's time for you to
take
do
us out, Larry.
Yeah. You know what else is awesome? You should go to shumistore.com and buy all those Funko Pops. Right? What were we talking about? The boys. Buy all the boys Funko Pops. Come on, Amian. Who cares?
Sure, they got a bundle.
Yeah, they got a bundle. You can get the Chase. You can get all of them. And you know what? If you enter code STS Guys, you're going to save 10%.
10%.
And then you need to go to Animated Apparel Company and get yourself some licensed t-shirts. They're having a Labor Day sale going on right now. Go to animatedapparelcompany.com, enter code STS Guys, and you're going to save 10% and get free shipping. Animated Apparel Company. It's the best.
It's the best.
There you go.
When's Labor Day?
Monday.
Monday.
Are you working?
Really?
Yeah, are you working?
I'm working from home, baby. Quarantine. Probably would have just worked if nobody would have said anything.
Yeah, you have Monday off, Mike. I've approved it.
Yep, we're good.
Nice.
So check out our friends' podcast, my favorite, Talkin' Pops, Pop Collectors Alliance, Tyler G Show, Toy Photocast, Four Dorksmen, Geek Together, Secondary Heroes, The Average Nerd, Movie Retakes, Toy Rewind Podcast, 3 Beers and a Mic. Scott and I did a new episode of the Totally Stop Talking. Scott and I did a new episode of the Totally Red Movie Podcast, which I haven't put the audio version up yet, but it'll be up there soon. So look for that this week. Ian, what did you want to say? You want to get the dog. Shout out to Pretty. Whoa, it's getting a little
frisky
dirty
in here.
Frisky.
Getting a little frisky over there.
Close your legs, Pretty.
Oh God.
This is the first vagina we've seen on this show.
Oh boy.
We're clipping that audio. Close your legs, Frank. Audio listeners.
All right, Jimmy, this is your delve into chaos.
Hold on. Mike, where can we find you guys?
We're talking Pops just on everything.
Right.
Like literally, I think if you type Talking Pops in anywhere, it's we'll just be
It's
there.
just you and Josh right in your face.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's we have to stop. we don't like doing it anymore. We just do it.
Aw.
I think we've gone over this. It's not fun, but we do it because people like it.
Well, I will be tuning in Monday on Facebook since Josh is taking another vacation.
Josh takes 5 vacations a year.
It must be nice.
It must be, right? He's like, hey, can you go take care of the dogs because I'm going on vacation?
Oh, even better, yeah. You're the pet sitter. All right, Jeremy.
Do your thing.
All right. So for episode 148 of the STS Guys, I've been Jeremy.
Hey, it's Larry.
Hey guys, I've been Nate.
And I'm Scott.
And we're the STS Guys. Have a great night, everyone.
Bye. Bye, everybody.
All right, bye.
Bye.